Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. Drinking my green smoothie and we are off to the States. We're going to Trader Joe's, so I thought I would do a little bit of a different kind of Trader Joe's haul slash taste test. We're gonna be showing you guys what we're picking up at the actual grocery store. I'm gonna do some sneaky behind the scenes grocery haul in the store because they're very on you at Trader Joe's. They're like, what are you doing? What are you filming? I think we're gonna do like a Trader Joe's mukbang Q&A. So all the things that we grabbed that we haven't tried before, or maybe like some new, some old things that we love. We're gonna make everything, sit down, answer some questions. I'm gonna ask you guys on Instagram stories for some questions that you guys want us to answer while we're eating some Trader Joe's stuff and giving you guys our thoughts on the things that we're eating. The taste testing will be shot on a different day, but we're gonna go shopping today. So I'll see you guys at TJ's in a little bit. Alright, so we just got to Trader Joe's and we're about to grab some fun new things, some good old things, some favorites, and try to not get caught with the camera because they always catch me. The best cheese. So good. So this is our favorite butter, Kerrygold. It's grass-fed. I'm gonna get unsalted for baking and salted for just like toast and stuff. This is everything. So good. We have tons of backup of this stuff. I'm gonna grab a couple for our team. I know Jazz and Kaylee are gonna want this. So they're out of the cauliflower gnocchi, or gnocchi. I'm gonna get the kale and we can do this in our taste test. And we can't forget about Miss Cashew. All right, we got everything, a little bit more than we thought, but I'm excited to go home, try everything, tell you guys what we think, and if you guys should buy it, right?
Probably should. It all looks good.
We'll see.
Buy it all. That didn't work.
So we've got food expert Nikole here joining us. Thanks so much for being here.
So it's the next day. We laid out all of our stuff that we're gonna be cooking up and trying for our little Q&A taste test slash mukbang video. It's like all in one. I asked you guys on Instagram this morning for some questions. I said, ask us anything. Could be relationship, real estate, health, fitness, whatever it is, we will answer. And I actually don't know any of the questions. Chloe behind the camera is gonna be asking them. She's gonna be pulling them from Instagram. So anyways, just some things that we're gonna be cooking. We have some vegetable pad thai. This one I'm really interested in, seafood paella. Paella, is that how you say that?
Paella.
Paella. So they didn't have any cauliflower gnocchi, but I've had that one before. This one was kale gnocchi. So hopefully gnocchi. I always think of like no key because someone told me that trick. We're gonna cook everything up all at once, and this is gonna be our lunch today. Yeah, we'll have a feast. I'm gonna try not to look at the ingredients because it might scare me. This one says, place jackfruit cakes on a lightly greased baking sheet on center rack of oven. Okay, so I can't bake them in this. I'm really excited to try these. Just frozen together. Okay, put these next to the chicken fingers. Okay, they're done. This is just like a vlog, but we're turning it into like a mukbang. I used to say mukbang, but apparently it's mukbang. And I did one of these with my mom last year, Chloe, for Mother's Day. Yeah. So we are doing it this time, or I am doing it this time with Mr. Matt, and I thought it'd be fun because we went to Trader Joe's. We picked up some new things that we haven't gotten before. I think these are all new. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
But everything here is new. I'm excited to try it, and the fun twist, so it's kind of like a mukbang Trader Joe's taste test, but the fun twist is that we're going to be answering some questions. We have not seen the questions. My little sis, Miss Closter, in the back of the camera is going to be, she's picked out the questions from the list that you guys sent in this morning. I asked you guys on Instagram after our workout. Are you already trying stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can start eating. Okay, so Chloe's going to ask us, just to keep the conversation going, we're going to try stuff. We're going to hopefully try to tell you what everything is, but we'll link it all down below so you guys have it. And we also took some close-up shots of everything, so.
Well, this is broccoli gnocchi.
No, it's kale.
Kale.
Yeah.
Gnocchi.
Yeah.
Right? Gnocchi.
Okay, I always said that.
I know, I was saying it as gnocchi. So, yeah, never had it before. We've had the cauliflower, and this is actually pretty good. Not
Try
bad.
kale-y.
I mean, there's no sauce on it.
I
It's
just
just
put
kind of like,
butter and Parmesan.
yeah, it was good.
I was sad they didn't have the cauliflower one. That was good. These are chickenless chicken fingers, and we have barbecue sauce here, ketchup. This is our lunch.
But this barbecue sauce is made with dates. It's
Yeah.
not, yeah, so it's like natural. We got quesadilla. We got paella, pizza, mushroom, like a truffle mushroom pizza, which I think pretty
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah. So, on to the question.
Ask away, Chloe. I'm gonna double dip.
Okay, first question. Favorite restaurants in Toronto?
Well,
Or favorite restaurant in Toronto?
I think, like, I guess if we were to say favorite, we'd probably have to say, like, Toroni, just because we have a lot of history there. I've been going there 10 years or 8 years, long time. A lot of first dates there. But we also love ramen. So there's like a few ramen spots in Toronto that we love to go to. But Toroni for Italian food. Our friends used to own a restaurant called Lisa Marie, and we used to love that for brunch.
Yeah.
Ishin Ramen for ramen.
It's on College West. It's really, really good, but those are some good ones.
Yeah. I don't even know. Oh, this is pretty good. Pad Thai. It's pretty good, actually.
You know what? It came out of the box kind of weird, but it smells pretty good. There's two kinds of pad thai. There's like the tamarind one and like the tomato-based one. I like the tamarind. Yeah. Which I think that's what this is.
Okay, another question. Any advice for someone who's just starting in Instagram, food blogging, brackets?
I'll take this one. I'm an Instagram pro. You probably got to post because I never post. So. That's all I got. No. Go ahead.
My number one recommendation for Instagram is show your face. People get so shy. They only share what they're making and they don't show themselves. And to be honest, I only want to follow accounts that I can see the person behind the account. Because I always say people connect with people, not things. So if you are, I don't know, into health and wellness and you're promoting your fitness ebook or a course or something, you want to share like the lifestyle, share why someone should invest in you. And for instance, we have an online wellness shop and we just integrate those products naturally into our blogs and stuff because we're using them all the time, and we show why they support our lifestyle because it's eco-friendly, it's healthy, it helps with meal prep, all these different things. So we're showing the lifestyle instead of just selling the product. And I just think that you need to show your face. So get over it if you're camera shy. You can start slowly by showing your hands maybe in a shot. I just think that personal connection is really important with photos now. It's online nowadays.
I think that makes sense.
Right?
Like people want to follow people.
Yeah.
Right?
So I always, when I see accounts with no faces, I'm like, come on.
Show me your face.
Show me your face.
What are you hiding?
This one here is like an Indian like curry dish. It's paneer with I don't know if it's like spinach. It's nice vegetarian. There's a lot of vegetarian here. Oh, this is good, Matt. Ooh, we had some naan or naan bread downstairs. Would have been really good with this. I'll buy this again. We should say what we'd buy again.
This is the truffle pizza. It was pretty good. Well, it's truffle flatbread, but very good.
Okay, next question.
Can we lose weight working out only at home? Question.
Chloe has a smirk on her face. So I think this is a great question. If you follow me on Instagram, I have been working out a lot more at home. So Matt and I both have a gym membership, and we actually just started doing CrossFit. We're just doing like the training sessions right now. I do really like going to a gym, going to like being part of a community, being around people. I think there's a type of vibe that you get in a class. Like you don't do a lot of classes.
No.
But you're still going to the gym with other people around you. Don't you feel like that aspect helps motivate you?
Like I'm pretty self-motivated with the gym, which is good, but I've also been like working out quite a long time. So I can
like
go
a habit
in
now.
and I can piece together a routine. But I think to answer the question, like can you lose weight? Can you be in shape, at home? Yeah. Like you don't need a gym. There's a lot of amazing workouts that are just straight up your body weight. Mm-hmm. Push-ups, sit-ups, things like that. And I always think to the saying 80% of 80% of like being in good shape is made in the gym,
In the kitchen, not
80%, of being fit is made in the kitchen, not in the gym.
Yeah.
So really, you can work out at home all you want, but if you don't really eat good or clean, it's
or on the other end, you could like pay for this expensive membership at the gym, have a personal trainer, but if you're not focusing on like what you're actually putting into your body, you're not going to get the results. I will say, if you are very self-motivated, yes, I think you can get the results at home. Mm-hmm. For me personally, because I can only speak for myself, I think, feel free while I'm talking. For me personally, because I can only speak for myself, is that I like a mixture. So lately what I've been doing this year that I already feel like I've been seeing results and I've been telling Matt is, I'm going to the gym. Like, so my goal this year is to like move my body every day. It could be walking, it could be Pilates, yoga, it could be going to the gym for an intense workout, whatever it is, move your body every day, because I think it's easier to do something every day than it is like when you feel like it. And I will say that on the days where I'm like, I don't have time to go to the gym, I don't feel like a really hard workout or whatever it is, I roll up my mat and I've been doing like 25, 30-minute classes like yoga and Pilates, and I've just been doing more intense ones. Yeah. And I feel like it's making a difference. It's like that filler in between the gym and walks with cashew and stuff, like their hikes. So I personally have been adding it to my fitness regimen, but not like replacing it. But I do think like if you're the type to be really self-motivated, have a gym in one of your rooms or have some weights and stuff, like you can get a killer workout with just body weight exercises. Yeah. Like you can get a good sweat. It's just I like to do those intense workouts at the gym.
Oh. Can't sit cross-legged for long anymore.
I'm wearing my stretchy pants. This is really good. I do feel like I'd want more spice to it, but you want to try?
I tried. Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
When and how did you decide to move in together? P.S. Really love your channel. Thank you.
Oh, nice comment.
Thank you.
I think it
really early.
I don't think us like moving in together was planned, really. I mean, you moved into the same building I lived in, but you're on a different floor in a different apartment. So I mean, like that's not moving in together. That's us just being in the same building, a couple of floors difference. Mm-hmm. And then of course when we were traveling and we moved to Australia and we were living in hostels, I mean...
Was that the first time we lived together?
I would say probably, yeah. I mean, however, is it living together if there's like 8 other people and you're in a room and you each have a separate bed, right?
Really good. Sorry.
And I don't even know, I can't even remember if like in hostels how often we slept in the same bed or in like the separate bed. Like I don't even remember it anymore. So I think it was just because we...
And when we did sleep in the same bed, they were single beds, really tiny. We'd be like on top of each other. Mm-hmm.
Now we have a king bed and it's like we're as far away
I'm like, don't touch me. You wake up early, I'm like, you left? I didn't even notice, it's the best.
Yeah. So I don't think it was ever a decision. Like we were just, I think the traveling and the natural progression of things kind of got us to live together, would you say? I mean, yeah, that's kind of how I picture it. I don't think we ever sat down and said, hey, we should move in together and live together, but...
Because neither one of us had an apartment.
Yeah, and we also did things different, right? We didn't just stay in the city that we lived in, finish school, and then work and then get an apartment together and sort of go down that traditional road. We moved across the world and we traveled around and we lived in hostels and we backpacked through Asia.
I almost think the living together was like the easiest thing. I think too, because we were, you know, moving across the world to a new country, backpacking. The last thing on our mind was like, oh, what is it going to be like living together? I think it was just like,
I think
like
it all just kind of happened.
We got
naturally.
along, like we both knew. There's obviously certain things that we had to get used to, but when you're living together in a hostel, it's different than living together in a house or an apartment because like you have other people, you don't really like, I don't know.
Yes.
You don't have the same issues. It's like, you didn't clean the dishes, you didn't do that, like, you didn't do the laundry.
So hopefully that helps. Yo, our quesadilla.
Good, right?
Oh, I was excited most about that. It did not disappoint. Sorry, I'm talking about my mouth full, but
It's okay. It's a mukbang. You can.
Oh my god,
I don't know about this stuff.
that was really good.
You don't have to eat it. You can
This
leave
looks
it.
like funky.
It's very oily.
It's not bad.
You like it? I don't.
I think like, well, I'm thinking more if you had it on like a bun and it was more burger style.
It's a crab cake. I guess you could put.
It's a
I don't-
jackfruit.
No, it's a, like a jackfruit, like trying to simulate a crab cake. I don't know. That's not my favorite.
Okay.
How often do you travel and any exciting places this year?
Definitely want to do more traveling this year.
Yeah. So we traveled, past tense, a lot. I've been to almost 40 countries, I guess. So like we traveled a lot. Love to travel. We haven't traveled much recently, just with work and
Building the business.
and investing in properties and all that fun stuff. It just sort of made it difficult to travel, trying to establish that. I personally, I know Nikole did a video for a vision board where she had all her vision board stuff on there. So on mine, which you didn't see, but I had a goal this year to hit 20 new countries, so 20 in 2020. So
I love that.
yes, I have a lot of traveling I want to do this year. I think one thing on my list for sure is to do go to Kilimanjaro. I'd like to summit Kilimanjaro, which would be cool. South Africa, Nepal, to see the Himalayas and the mountains there. Eastern Europe, because I've done a lot of Europe, but to kind of go into Eastern Europe would be fun. Estonia, Latvia, sort of down that route. Russia, it's hard to get a visa, but I've heard good things, so many good things about Russia. I could just keep going on and on about the countries I want to go to. So I have a lot that I want to try to hammer down on this year. Like 20 in 2020 is a lot, but I'm excited for it.
I would like to go to
Bahamas.
the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Costa Rica is also on my list.
Yep.
I'm trying to, I've done a lot of traveling in the past. I've always had kind of like anxiety around traveling and flights, but I feel like at one point in my life I was getting over it and then kind of hit a wall for a couple of different reasons, which I'll talk about in my anxiety video, but it's just something that I've been really working towards. Like at one point when my anxiety was its worst, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going on a flight again. And I'm past that now. Like we've done lots of flights. We just haven't done a lot of like big trips. Like we do a bunch of flights, but they're shorter.
Yeah.
And basically I'm just trying to get past it for myself. Like Matt he's done trips on his own to like Japan and Korea and stuff last year. And as much as I would like to be there and support him, I also don't want him to like not do those trips. So anytime he wants to do a trip, I'm like, yeah, go do it. Like that's awesome. I wish I could do that as well, but what?
I almost dropped that.
Oh, I told
my
you
shirt.
to wear. It's something that makes me uncomfortable, but also I don't want that to be the reason why I don't do it, because I truly do love to travel. It's just my anxiety sometimes gets the better half of me. So, but I think it's what also is I'm just trying to push past it this year.
Yeah.
So I've been
hopefully-
feeling pretty good. So
Yeah, hopefully of the 20 that I do this year, a portion of them will
I can
be
do some.
with Nikole. I mean, we got
So it's more fun to travel. I'm fun to travel with.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've done a lot of solo travel, but
It's more fun.
it's better with someone to enjoy it with. I mean, yeah. So hopefully we'll do the Bahamas will be a new one. I haven't been to, there's a lot of places that we haven't been to yet, so.
I just want to travel more. I don't even care where it is. I just want to travel more. I want to do a beach vacation.
Any recommendations, leave them down below of where to go.
Oh, so good. I already know what items I would get again. This is the best video ever. I like this. I just add more spice to it.
I think probably if we were eating this not in here, we'd put a little sriracha or symbol or whatever it is. I don't know about the paella. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think I'd buy it again. This, I would buy again.
No.
I wonder how much sugar's in it, though. It's very sweet. This, I think I'd get again. It's good. Like, if we're doing like a Indian night.
I would probably get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I get 6 things again. Really, it's just those 2 that these aren't bad either. Like, I'm eating them like they're popcorn, man. Pop.
No, they're not bad.
Right.
I just like the cauliflower one more.
On to the next one.
What are your thoughts on debt? Any tips you guys can share to resolve it quicker?
Debt? Debt? Okay, I'll start while she has her mouth full. So, when it comes to debt, my belief, and I think a lot of other people as well, is like there's 2 kinds of debt. Like there's good debt that you're using to invest in something where you're making a higher return than what you're paying. And then there's bad debt, which is money that you're using and blowing it on, crap you don't need, right? So good debt, I believe in. I think it's a great way to build wealth. So an example would be us investing in real estate. By us getting mortgages, that's a debt, but because we're purchasing a property that's building, equity and it's getting paid down by renters and we're getting cash flow from our tenants. I mean, to me, that's good debt, where it's like, sure, if you're looking at your net worth or your balance sheet, I mean, that's a debt, but because it's the value that we're getting from that debt is significantly more than the debt itself. I mean,
I'd look at
I'll
it
do that
as
all
an
day.
investment. Not
Yeah, I
even...
do that all day long. Bad debt, if you're getting into debt because you're buying, clothes, shoes, things that you don't need, then, I mean, my advice would be to try to rein in your expenses, try to keep a budget. It's probably one of the first steps for anyone who's trying to
Tracking your spending.
track your spending, see where your money's going out. I mean, if you don't know, like especially now in the world of tap and plastic and all that other stuff, it's very easy to spend money and not know where the money's going necessarily. I mean, you tap, before you know it, at the end of the month, you've spent hundreds of dollars more than
Even
you
like
thought.
those even through services like Skip the Dishes or Uber, like they're automatically debited from your account when you use them. So you kind of forget, like, until you look at the end of the month, you're like, oh my, like I spent this much on Uber rides. Because it's not like where you take a cab, you pay each time. So I find that's always really surprising to me.
Yeah. So I think for tips to help reduce your debt and kind of get that cleaned up, the first thing is to know where your money's going. So to definitely do your budget and track your money so you know where you're spending money and look for opportunities to save. I mean, if you're spending a lot of money eating out and stuff, well, maybe you need to cut that back for a few months and take that extra money that you'd spend there and use that to pay down debt. The next step, in my mind, is always to look at your, the highest interest rate debt. So like the credit card where you're paying 19% as opposed to maybe a student loan that you have where it's 3% interest or 4%. Well, it's better to pay down a credit card first because the cost of that money being there is a lot higher. So try to get those paid down quick. Just a couple of quick tips there. We could definitely do a whole video on that kind of stuff.
I get so many requests in the comments for videos about finances and saving money and all that stuff. And I feel like we have a really good angle from it because neither one of us came from money. I always say this, the wealth that we've built is purely from hard work, strategy,
education,
and education, learning. So I feel like the tips and the skills that we used can be applied to almost anybody.
Oh, for sure.
So it's not like a
if you want more of that, if you want more in-depth stuff, let us know. We can definitely do it. But just a couple of quick things, I think, for now for this video.
Money talks with Matt.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get full.
So how do you think you will balance future kids and your very busy lifestyle?
I don't know. Probably at first poorly, and then like you'll
cry.
A lot of long crying nights. No, I think like, well, I mean personally, I don't know. I think we'll be able to handle it pretty well. I think we're a pretty good team, right? Yeah. There's stuff that
Good team.
Yeah, there's stuff that you're good at that I'm not good at. There's stuff that I'm good at that you're not good at, and in general, we kind of acknowledge that, and we play to our strengths, and I think one thing that we're good at too is we work together, which is important. So I think that'll be a big benefit when we have kids, where we're not really into it.
Chloe's gonna get cashew. She's barking. Anyways.
I was just gonna say, we're not really into it where you're just covering whatever you're covering and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and there's no kind of cross. We work as one to try to be the best version of ourselves as we can.
Anyways, we are very independent, but we also work really great together, and I think that's what makes our relationship so strong. Cashew, go,
hey.
go! Don't eat
Down,
that pizza.
Down. Sit.
Cashew has
Down.
definitely been a good warm up for kids, I think, because in the beginning it was a lot, right? You have this like little puppy that doesn't know anything. You have to train it. You have to be watching them all the time. You're sleep deprived because you're taking the puppy out for pees all the time. And now it's just easy. Now she's just part of our life, and we always look at each other and think, how did we live without Cashew before? I have no idea. Like, our life was not complete.
Yeah, it feels.
I had a hole in my heart. I didn't know. Like,
yeah.
She's a bad.
Look at this cutie. Yeah. So to go back to the question at hand.
Okay.
I think it'll take some adjusting. It'll take some figuring out. I'm sure.
We'll definitely need help, like family and stuff. Like I'm totally okay with like hiring help and stuff. I think the type of job I do, it's not like I can just be like, peace out for a year, I'm going on mat leave. Like, I ideally would want to be able to take a few months away, but I'm still going to be working. So my thing, and I think both of our thing has always been, we wanted to wait until we were financially secure before we have kids.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Matt as passionate about health and wellness as you?
More passionate. No, I think I'm passionate in my own way. I mean, for me, cooking and the recipes and kind of that stuff is not my passion.
You get so stressed out.
I don't know. For me, eating is just, I need to eat because I need to live, so I'll eat, but I don't.
A lot of people are like that.
Yeah, but I'm not a foodie. Like, when we were first together and I was in university, I literally ate the same thing for lunch and dinner. A chicken breast, vegetables, and quinoa. I ate that every day for lunch and dinner for probably like 3 years. 2 or 3 years.
That's so depressing.
To me, it was clean, it was healthy, it was easy to bulk, make. At the time,
You were meal prepping when I met you.
Yeah, I was doing all that. So yes, I'm very passionate about it. I feel better when I'm in good shape. Mentally, there's so many benefits to it. So I'd say, yeah, just in different ways. I enjoy the gym. I enjoy different types of workouts than Nikole. But, I do like to eat healthy. I also have some bad habits now. Snacking. I snack too much.
Yeah.
Oh, too much snacking. But
too much.
It's too much. Trying to this 2020 is trying to cut it down, cut it back. So.
But yeah, when I met Matt, he was like part of a running club. You were going to kickboxing like twice a day. Like you do like back-to-back rock climbing. Like, and you've always kept up with like being active. But I think everyone goes through ups and downs and stuff.
Yeah.
And we both have had our downs where we just felt a little bit less motivated. But I feel like this year we're killing
Last year
it.
was a down. Last year was just work
It was
too
a lot,
much.
just not
and
eating out a lot,
Yeah.
like, and you know what, we didn't feel our
convenience,
best.
No, and like this year, we started the year really good. My foot is asleep right now.
I feel great.
Oh my god, I don't
You
know.
do yoga.
You know what? Yeah. No, that's weird.
That's
That's weird.
I was showing off my avocado socks.
Would you get your pup a friend? Question mark. Happy face.
Like a furry friend?
Kasha, you want a brother or sister?
I think yes, just not right now. I think we'd probably wait, like when she's like 3 or 4, maybe a couple of years. And I guess it would depend too if we have a kid in that time period. That might change.
Because you might not want to be like getting a puppy when you have a newborn. That's a lot.
Yeah. So yes, I think I like dogs. My parents have always had 3 at a time, pretty much always. So big dog person. So yeah, I would definitely. Plus, it's good for them to have a friend to play with and to run around. We try to take her to the park as much as we can.
If they're all like this, can you just look at her?
Yeah.
This is Cashew. Like, I don't know what we did to deserve a dog like this, but like, she's so chill.
Yeah, very
We
chill.
won the dog lottery.
We did.
We did. Like,
We did.
I mean, I trained her, but not a dog whisperer. She's just really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see myself with 2 dogs.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Not a whole litter, just maybe 2. I'm getting full. It's so full.
How did you decide when to leave your 9-to-5 job to pursue YouTube full-time?
So leaving my 9-to-5 was probably one of the hardest decisions I had to make. But when the time came, it was pretty easy because it was like a bittersweet situation. So I feel like before I actually left my marketing job, we had talked about it
for
at
a while.
least a year before. Yeah, and it was always in the back of my mind. Like, I knew one thing was going to have to give, and it wasn't going to be this side business that I was spending years on building. And eventually just got too busy. But what was kind of like the universe doing its, magic, I just believe everything happens for a reason. But my contract ended up coming to an end where I was working, and they were doing some like shifting in the organization and stuff. And anyways, my contract ended, and it was kind of one of those like, yeah, I was sad because no one likes to be told like, okay, your contract is ending. Like, it's not a good feeling. But at the same time, it was what I think I needed to happen in order for me to have the guts to be like, all right, I could have left there and started looking for another job, but I didn't. I was like, I'm taking this as a sign to pursue HealthNut Nutrition full time. Like, Matt was and still is working at the same job. Like, he has a full-time salary job,
Yeah.
which does make it easier. Like, if you're a single person, it is scary, I would recommend maybe having like a savings to support you and have like a plan. Like, if I can't make this much each month that's going to cover my expenses, have a plan. Like, by this point I'll start looking for another job. And it does not mean defeat or failure, because that was my biggest thing, is like, what if I leave and then come a couple months down the road, like, people are going to ask me, oh, like, did it not, because I feel like so many people, like, you think they're rooting for you, but they're really just like, oh, is she going to fail?
Yeah.
When people see something happy happening to someone, I feel like it's just like human nature to be like, oh, see, you should have just stayed with that stable job, 9-to-5 corporate world. You guys know this, but when I got reached out to from Penguin about writing a cookbook, it was right after my contract had ended with this company. And that to me was like, yeah, things happening for a reason, and I never would have had time to write a cookbook with my full-time job. So I just kind of took that as like, yes, I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right thing, and I never looked back. I think there was like at one point I thought, oh, like, I was just having like cold feet.
What is it?
What are your favorite bot snacks?
Like something you buy.
Oh.
Smart Sweets. I love salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah, you're like Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah.
Smart Sweets.
That's so delicious. Salted caramel. What is it? Salted caramel cashew cluster ice cream. Oh, it's better than the real deal. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Man, I have too many to list. Mint chocolate chip ice cream for ice cream. Because I don't have the biggest sweet tooth, but definitely like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I try not to eat many of them, but Doritos are obviously amazing. I've kind of tried to shift more to now. Well, now I'm trying to shift more because I snack more than I should to like Smart Pop, popcorn, because at least you kind of get that snacking, but it's not as bad. Or the rice, like the rice cakes,
pop chips.
like the little rice, the pop chips, or the like Quaker, like the Quaker mini rice, the mini rice cakes. Yeah. I don't know what they're called. I don't know, but those. I just thought of one. Red licorice. Australian soft red licorice for me.
Matt loves that.
Oh, I love it so much. Just it's all the bad things that she just said we tried to avoid.
Yeah,
but
I know Matt's a snacker.
I love red licorice. Oh, it's just so good. I don't know. Next level.
So I don't know about you, but I'm really full.
Yeah. It was good. Good job, Mr. Trader Joe.
It was so much fun to answer all your questions. Thanks for sending them over. Hopefully it answered them if you had a similar question. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, it's free. Click that red subscribe button down below. We post every single week. I got videos on Wednesday that's like morning routines, what I eat in a days, grocery hauls, recipes, and then every Friday we have just like more behind the scenes in our life. Today is a little bit different. We did instead of just doing like our traditional like come shop with us at Trader Joe's, we wanted to just do a little bit more of a chatty one. And Matt is usually in all the vlogs at some point or another. Yeah, if you want to see more of Mr. Matt, you guys can just check out the vlogs. There's a playlist linked down below where you can catch up on all of them if this is the first video that you're watching. Okay, so that's going to be it for today's video. I'm probably going to be a long one, but thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next one, or at least I will. And maybe Miss Cashew, because she's in a lot of the vlogs. She's sleeping now. Okay, bye guys!
Bye!